Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of BloodHunt Central. I'm Jimbo, and what we're going to do is break down what's gone on with tonight's live stream. I want to say thank you very much for everybody who's watched my video. We've recently hit the 100 subscriber mark on the YouTube channel, and while it's only a small number, it means the world to me. Thank you very much. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button and following us on Twitter for future videos. And with that, let's jump right in. Senior concept artist Shemaine started the live stream off by interviewing the associated design lead and global community manager Gustav and Jacob. They covered a number of topics, including how the alpha showed them how things were different compared to what they were in the dev testing, how the community had picked different archetypes and weapons and played them more, and compared that to how the devs were playing when they were doing their dev tests. When asked about changes that had been made since the alpha, we were enlightened into a few things that they had addressed. During the alpha, you were unable to rebind any keys unless you use any macro software. And this led to some issues where localized keyboards such as the French keyboard was being unable to be used because the keys didn't match the bindings, for example the WAS and D. With this change, it's quite good bringing this in before the release of the early access, as this is going to make the game a lot more accessible to a lot more people. They also commented on how melee weapons weren't used as much in close combat as shotguns or SMGs, and what they've done is that they've increased the melee damage and also given it a lifesteal effect, so on every hit you gain a portion of health back. This hopefully will make people use melee weapons a lot more, and I can see people diablerizing and increasing their resonances on their melee damage and running around with, say, the Scourge Blades or the Katanas, using their special abilities to be able to do well in the match. They also went through the change of spec of the game. I have already been through this when Steam updated the spec in the shops, so I will leave the card or the video in the card in one of the corners. I think it'll be this one. So if you've got the time, go check that out and tell me what your thoughts are on that. Gustav and Jacob were also asked a number of questions, the main ones being around competitive and ranked modes. There isn't anything planned for the early access release, but the system is in the early stages of design, but the team wants to make the best game possible, and they'll look at it if the community really wants it, but they want to see how the initial release starts first. On top of not having the competitive or ranked mode, there won't be a way to check your stats, so your kill death ratios, your win-loss ratios, or anything like that at launch. It is being looked into, but it's just not going to be there at launch. And another popular question that's been asked on the Discord and in chat is if there was going to be a field of view slider, and if you were going to be able to swap shoulders. At the moment, there isn't anything planned for early access. They may look at it in the future, but at the moment there won't be anything there for the launch. After a short break where they played the new trailer, Shemaine was joined by art director Eric Nilsson and co-founder of Shark Mob and IP director Martin Holtberg, where they discussed the art direction of the game and how they designed Prague and the characters in the different clans. We also got to look at some of the extra levels of the Battle Pass, where we saw such cosmetics as facial piercings, full body tattoos, face tattoos, along with emotes, currency, player banners and icons. They were also asked if there was going to be a lot of customizations available in the future, and they basically said that if a design fits into the art aesthetic of Vampire the Masquerade and they can make it, probably will, as there is a lot of leeway that you can do with this kind of art style. Martin also revealed that there are a number of books coming out in the future in regards to the entity and how they fit into the world with the red gas and how the Vatican is using them to fight the vampires in Prague. So it'll be interesting to see what is in there as it goes into depth into all these aspects of the lore, the story, and you never know, it might also give you information and stats for your tabletop game. Elysium was a talking point as well in regards to what you can do there. There's going to be lots of lore tidbits and extracts that you can find around there. It's going to be the place where you can find your journal and go through any quests or missions they may have for us there. It's also the place where you're going to be able to speak to the NPCs. You've got the leaders of the Toreador and the Brujar clan, and they'll be able to send you off to do quests. There was some quests in the alpha, so I expect there's going to be more in the release. Martin and Eric answered a lot of questions in regards to how much customization there will be, and the main question that got answered that springs to mind is the Battle Pass price. This is going to be around $10, they said. So he said it could be $9.99, it could be $10.15 or anything like that. So it looks like the Battle Pass is going to be roughly $10. Now, we expected this to be the case, but having a ballpark figure confirmed is nice to know. And it's the same when they were asked about other clans being added into the game. We already knew that the Ventrue was being added to the game, but it's nice for them to confirm that again, that they were going to be the first one after the initial launch of the game. The stream was coming to a close now, and they were rejoined by Jacob, where he wanted to reiterate a few things about the early access and the launch date of the 7th. That first week is basically a pure let's break the server week. I would expect downtimes. I would expect maybe slower, a little bit of lag, because their goal is to break the servers to make sure that their infrastructure is there and is working, ready for a wider launch or for more people to come into it. So that's the goal of the first week. There will still be that downtime on the 14th. So make sure that you're expecting at least half a day to a full day of downtime then. He said the downtime's likely to be mid-morning Swedish working time. Call that around 10 CST and translate that into your local time. And I think we can use that same logic and launch on the 7th. If they want to make sure they've got time to fix any issues or anything like that, then 10 CST seems to be a logical place to do it. There was a couple of little community tidbits that a lot of us enjoyed. As you know, the running theme or the running meme of the BloodHunt community is a pineapple. And we had Gustav, who was wearing pink pineapple socks all the way through the stream. And it even got picked up later on in the stream. And also, when the stream was coming to a close, Jacob asked Martin whether he enjoyed pineapple pizza, which got a pop from quite a few people in the Discord.
What's your opinion on pineapple on pizza?
Oh no!
You had to bring that up, right?
I had to, I'm sorry.
Okay,
it was a demand from the community.
Per definition, you just refer to it as Hawaii in Sweden. Hawaii pizza. And yeah, it's the shit.
I'll be honest, I even popped when the question asked, because I thought it's great how they're bringing in stuff from the community and working its way in. Hopefully there's going to be some Easter eggs of pineapples in the game somewhere. We've always said that we need to have like a big pineapple graffiti wall or something, and now people are saying that they want pineapple socks in the game as well. But after he answered that question, they all left, and what the really nice thing was that there was still about 200 people in chat, and they came back a couple of minutes later. It was like, why are you still here? And they answered some more questions in regards to cosmetics, just bits and bobs in regards to the Battle Pass. Nothing really groundbreaking, but it was just a nice little way to end the stream for the people that stuck around. But anyway, that's about sums everything up from the live stream. Thank you very much for watching. We've got about 5 days left until the release of the early access. I'll be streaming it on that first day and a couple of days during that week. Probably, to be fair with myself, I'll probably be streaming it for a couple hours a day that week. So come over to the Twitch channel, drop us a follow, and come hang out, and we'll chat about it. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in Prague next week.